this is Blake Rosmini. This little video here is just to show you how to get around our course. Every instructor uses Canvas a little bit differently, so I want to show you how I have it set up for you. So you can see this is our course homepage. There are a few things at the top, a link to the syllabus, which you should read right away if you haven't. It tells you all the details you need to know about the course in terms of requirements and grading and so forth. This is just another link to the video you're now watching. This gives you some resources provided by Berkeley City College. But here you can see is the heart of our course. And you can see the course is divided into 1, 2, 3, 4 segments. Each unit is followed by an exam. The final will cover just this last segment. You have 3 exams preceding that. This shows you where research essay, another major assignment, is due. The ones that are in blue are alive. The ones that are black aren't alive. I will make them alive as we proceed through the course. When you get to the course, you'll probably only see the first week in blue. As you look more closely, you can see each week is divided into 2 segments. Here's week 1A, 1B, 2A, 2B, 3A, 3B, and so forth. Basically, I've taken the 16-week online course and divided it into bi-weekly sections. So what this means is that twice a week you'll be given a segment of materials with a topic, and there'll be work due every few days. So week 1, the A weeks always go from Monday to Thursday, and the B portion of the week goes from Friday to Sunday. So on Thursday, 18th, there'll be some work due, and there'll be also work due on that following Sunday. You can get it done early if you don't want to work on the weekends. I will make the second portion of the week available fairly early in the week, and you can get going on it. But that pattern persists throughout the course. If you click on any week that's active, it will take you to the week sheet for that portion of the week. So let me just do week 1B here as an example. So if you click on it, it brings you to week sheet 1B. And every week sheet will have a similar format. Announcements, things to know, things to read or watch, and things to do. So the announcements are just announcements of things coming up, explaining things related to the course as you need to know them. The things to know, these are terms you need to know for the exam. Make sure you understand these in the context of the lectures and you know the significance of each of these. There will be multiple choice questions relating to them. The analytical questions are open-ended questions. One of the analytical questions from the week sheets that the exam covers, and usually they'll cover 3 or 4 week sheets, one of these questions will appear on the essay portion of the exam. The computer will randomly choose one, so you need to be prepared to write about a 50-minute essay on any one of them. So you should think about these as you're reading the lectures. Things to read and watch. There's usually a short 3 or 4 minute video introduction to the main lecture. Every week sheet will have a lecture. This one's on politics, economics, and liberalism. If you click on it, you can then open it, and what you'll see is basically these are PowerPoint slides that I use in my live classes, but then they're followed by explanatory material. You need to read these carefully. I even suggest printing out these lectures so you can really mark them up, circle key words and their definitions, take notes, and that way you can have them next to you when you take the exam, and that could be very, very helpful since the exams really ultimately are open book. So they look like this, and there's usually 30 to 40 slides. I think this one actually has 48 slides. So they're fairly chunky, so you need to give yourself time to go through these. I'm going to close this off. There'll often be supplemental readings for the lecture. The supplemental readings are usually are optional, but they'll help explain things in the lecture. There may be required readings which you are encouraged to read, as they'll be you'll need to know that information either for an assignment or for the exam. There may be some videos as well. Under things to do, you might find assignments, discussions, and exams. There's no exam on this week 1B. But there is an assignment and discussion here. The difference between an assignment is whatever you write, only I see. On the discussions, whatever you write, the entire class sees, and you will usually be asked to reply to something your classmates have written. So let me show you how this assignment looks. If you click on it, you can see there's a reading for that assignment underneath it. But if you click on the assignment itself, you can see it gives you a little introduction, and here are some questions that you'll have to answer. And it says you can type or paste your answer into the answer box. To get to the answer box, you have to click on submit this assignment, and here's the answer. But I can just go type and then push submit, and that's it. I could have also typed it out on a Word document and just pasted it there. You cannot drag or drop on these assignments. So that's the assignments. Let's just go back. I can use the back page to take us back to the week sheet. So you can see we're just looking at this, assessing the politics of power. This is a reading for that assignment. Here's a discussion. If I click on the discussion, similar, gives you some things to respond to, tells you that you may need to respond to a student, so make sure you read all the instructions here, and you just click on reply, and you can type an answer in here. I'm not going to do it because I think it may go public, so I'm just going to cancel that. But you'd want to hit post. And that's it. Sometimes the assignments will be a multiple choice set of questions, similar to a quiz, but they're not really a quiz because it's only worth, the assignment was still only going to be worth 15 or 20 points, and there won't be a time limit. It'll be kind of an open-ended thing, but it might ask some multiple choice questions based on some material that you'll be given in the context of the assignment. So that's it. If I go back to our home page, you can sort of see, you can access all the week sheets as they become available. You can also click on here to see your grades. A couple things I want to point out here. You can see here is the due date for the first exam, which is in 2 separate sections. Be aware that these other assignments and discussions don't have due dates on them. That means I'm not adding the due date to Canvas, but there is a due date for everything. And it's always either the Thursday or the Sunday that the assignment is given, depending whether it's part of the A part of the week or the B portion of the week. So you just need to always access the assignments through the week sheets, and you can, if you stay on top of the week sheets, you can see what's due each week. The other thing is if an assignment has a little bell thing here with a line through it, that means I'm not done grading it. And I won't make grades available until I grade an entire class set. But eventually you'll be able to see how many points you've scored out of the possible points, and you can always see your average at the bottom and calculate your grade by what percentage you have. If you click on people, you can see everyone in the class, and I believe if you click on their name, you'll be able to message them if you want to talk to someone. You also have a direct link to the library, which might be useful for finding articles when you do your research paper, but I'll tell you more about that later. But that's it. Announcements are where I can send last minute notes to everyone. If you need to email me, you can click on the inbox and then type in my name and send me a message through Moodle, which is the best way to communicate with me rather than through the Peralta email, which I do not check too often. So that's basically how to get around. If you have any questions, feel free to message me, and be happy to try to clarify anything you need. Take care. Good luck with the course.